A red wave has swept across the markets, and Bitcoin is flying high as a result. This is huge. I'm Royce Jacob, and welcome back to Waves Capital. Bitcoin up 10%. RIOT platforms are day one up 25%. Marathon Digital, I think they're just Mara Holdings now, up 20%. In Coinbase, also one of our largest holdings, up 30%. That's bonkers. The cryptocurrency sector is on fire. We've known for a few months now, even more than that, that Trump winning the presidency would be good news for not just Bitcoin, but Bitcoin miners and risk assets overall, like small caps, growth stocks. You know the deal. Today, we are seeing that in full effect. And to be completely honest, this is surpassing even my more optimistic expectations about what could have happened. And I couldn't be more excited about it. So, in this video, we will be focusing on Bitcoin. After this, I will be recording a members exclusive video discussing RIOT, Mara, and Coinbase. So the link to join if you're interested in that is right under this video. But focusing on the king, focusing more on the macro here. We're not going to discuss all of the very, very bullish fundamentals that come with the Trump presidency. Watch some of these older videos if you're interested, specifically this one, Trump meeting with Bitcoin miners, going over some of the fundamental reasons that this presidency could be bullish. Again, this is very speculative, considering it's just the day after the actual election itself. But overall, bullish news. You can find a lot of the other, we've talked about the fundamental bullish bull cases for Bitcoin for years. Go watch some of those other older videos where we discuss that. I'm not going to echo myself there. Today, we're focusing on the technicals. And before we dive into the technicals, I do just want to reference the newsletter I sent out this morning, going over my thoughts on the space overall, the state of the markets, and just kind of my trading thesis from a very general perspective on this momentous day after a pretty momentous night. Okay, so let's read over this. Let's dive into Bitcoin on the charts, and let's call it a day, guys. Red wave equals roaring risk assets. Happy Wednesday. Happy post-election. It's over with. I knew that a Trump victory would be positive news for risk assets and small caps, but not this positive. Last night's result is having a surprisingly huge impact on the markets, at least to me, and it's surprising in the best of ways. Got some highs and lows in the options portfolio. Not going to cover that here, but overall Waves portfolio in its entirety is on fire. Don't discuss that much, but again, as I alluded to earlier, I'm so proud of this. Coinbase is my second largest holding. It's up 30% now. Our day one, our OG, RIOT platforms, pretty much the base of this channel, up 20% today, more than that now as well. And again, the crypto space overall, all Bitcoin miners, Render, Ethereum, some of our favorite altcoins just doing well. Let's hope NFTs catch up one of these days. But we are looking good, team. This is just super bullish. We had, again, we had the inclination that this would be good news. This is, to echo myself here, just even better than I expected. And I'm just really excited for what the future has in store for us. This really feels like the beginning of a new chapter, the beginning of a new era. It is for the country, and it is, at least as it appears now, it appears that it is for the cryptocurrency sector as well. So exciting times, team. If you do want to join the newsletter and portfolio group, if you're not yet a member, if you want to ride the waves, RIOT been printing profits for us. Palantir, if you guys have been watching these Palantir videos recently, absolutely making us life-changing gains for real at Waves Capital. I'm just really thankful, and I'm really, on days like these, it's super important to just not get greedy and really, really stay cool in a market full of hotheads. Because right now this market is hot, and you just want to do your best to stay rational and keep a cool head, and not let the brokerage number get to you. Always remember to solidify those freaking profits, and it's not a win until you can spend it. So make that money spendable, keep some cash on the table, keep some chips on the table if you have conviction in these plays. But please, if you guys make gains, which if you're holding call options like we were, the gains were flooding in today. Just lock some of them in, realize some of them, and just get ready to ride. Hopefully more gains on the horizon. This is an example. I'm just scrolling over this as I'm rambling of the newsletters I send out every single day. Trade analysis comes after the flash trade alerts I send as soon as I make trades in my personal portfolio. If you guys want to ride the waves, then the link's down below. $15 a month, $40 for every 3 months. Up to you if you want to sign up. Welcome to the team if you do. If you are a member of the team, as always, the testimonials in the comments below really help a lot. If you've been having a good experience, please share that because it does help prospective members and it means a lot to me. So if you want to join, welcome to the winning team. We are on absolute fire. I'm really excited for what's to come once again, and I look forward to riding with you if you do choose to join. If you've been riding with me, then cheers because we are packing the profits. Okay, so Bitcoin. Looking absolutely beautiful from a technical perspective. Bitcoin is in full-on breakout mode. I'm going to get rid of all of these because I want to talk about this price target that is in my mind. And as I actually said in this newsletter, no, where's the news? Oh, it's at the very front. In this newsletter, this is the final boss when it comes. A lot of charts today. This is the final boss when it comes to Bitcoin's macro technicals. Okay, why is this line that's sitting currently right around $78,000 so critical? Well, that'll come into play once we zoom out. Right now in the short term, in breakout mode, I'll talk about potential pullback targets right after this. But let's quickly zoom out, talk about this next macro target that I think, if broken, could begin the climb up to 90,000 plus, maybe even six figures. Okay, so this is Bitcoin's line of what I call conservative resistance because we're using more than one touch points, with this very top line being absolute resistance on this long-term macro megaphone pattern. Okay, megaphone for obvious reasons. When you zoom out, boom, looks like a megaphone. Okay, I should say that was more of an ascending channel. Boom, looks like a megaphone. Beautiful Bitcoin. Okay. Link to the canvas down below. Bitcoin looking absolutely beautiful. Things happened. Like I have this price range here. I just forgot to delete it. I wasn't even going to reference it here, but to reference it now, it's important to remember how fast things can happen. So just back in January of this year, we went from 38K all the way up to 74K from January 25th to March 11th. Okay, so like a month and a half, we almost doubled. We climbed 90% in a month and a half. Once the fire is lit, the blaze can take over quick. Just stick with that analogy. Things happen fast. Once that hype hits, once those hype waves start rolling in, things happen really fast. And as I've been saying a lot, it's not about playing this perfectly. It's not about timing your entries and exits perfectly. It's just being it's about being positioned to ride. Okay. And then again, when you make profits, don't get too greedy on the way up. Regardless, Bitcoin, I think if Bitcoin can break above this line of conservative resistance on this macro ascending channel, we have a very clean shot up to, not a very clean shot, but I think we have a pretty high likelihood of climbing to the top line of resistance, top line of absolute resistance on this long-term megaphone channel. That would take us up to close to 90K. If we break above that, we are in legitimate blue sky territory, at least in my eyes. And six figures from there is a lot more likely than not. So short term, I said I'd talk about potential pullback targets. Right now we are in breakout mode. We broke above this the line of resistance on this more medium term ascending channel. Currently sitting above that. Look like we're about to retest that as new resistance, new support. Prior resistance always becomes new support. On top of that, just insane volume, 41,000 in volume on an average of 10K. So 4x average trading volume, absolutely insane. As far as pullback targets are concerned, let's get rid of this because that shouldn't even be there. As far as pullback targets are concerned, I can't imagine that we fall lower than like 5% in the week ahead. We have the FOMC meeting, the Fed decision coming in hot tomorrow. I do think that could shake up the markets, to be completely honest, which is why I did secure more put options in the portfolio this morning. You guys would know that if you're reading these puppies, but if we do pull back, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a higher low here. You could also draw this like line of support, just very, very general line of support. Let's go conservative supports. Worst case scenario for BTC, I think, is going to be a pullback back to like 69K. But personally, where I would look to buy more BTC if you want to buy it, or potentially capitalize on the pullback in miners because if BTC pulls back 5%, RIOT, Mara probably pull back, 5-10% too. Maybe even a little more than that. We'll see how the greater markets react to tomorrow's Fed decision. But again, short-term pullback, don't sweat it. I think that the long-term macro direction has been solidified. At least that's my view. And any pullback from this point on is just an opportunity to capitalize and shark up some call options, shark up some BTC, shark up some RNDR, and just get ready to fly, baby. So I appreciate you guys watching. I also forgot to mention that I did decide to turn these little, I make these AI generated graphics in Midjourney. I didn't tag this one with the Waves logo because I figured that'd probably deter people who want to buy it. But I decided to make this as an offering on Amazon. If you guys are interested in getting this patriotic, this beautiful Eagle Bitcoin canvas in honor of the new phase of the bull market, then I'll link that in the description down below. Yeah, so pick it up if you want. This thing's sick. I don't have mine in yet, but it should be soon because I literally just decided to create this listing. Pick this up. These things are hot. And I'm just really excited for all of the heat that the crypto sector is going to bring. I appreciate you guys watching. And I look forward to just what is on the horizon for us. Let's make waves, team. Let's keep these waves coming. And I just really want to close it out by saying take some goddamn profits, okay? I appreciate you watching. I look forward to riding with you if you do want to sign up for the newsletter group. I look forward to popping some champagne with you if you are already riding with me. Amazing week, you guys. Let's keep the gains going. Let's keep this momentum alive, and let's keep the W's coming. Until next time, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.